Hey guys, and welcome back to Smart Money Minds. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about how I made over $500 in day trading with a $10,000 account. So the first thing that I did here was I made two day trades, and one option swing trade from August the 5th. So the first play I made here was on NKLA, and I entered on the first 15-minute candlestick, because as you see here, I'm using the Bollinger Bands. This is the second deviation Bollinger Band, so it's quite extended if it goes past that, but it went past the third deviation Bollinger Band on the 15 minutes, and also, as you see here, outside of the 1 hour up here as well. So I actually made a really good entry at 44.70 for a short. That was my first position, and I was looking for a second position as well if it went up to about 46, around this range here, if without consolidation. So as I said, I entered at 44.70 here, because these were very far extended, and I was expecting a pullback. Yes, and you also have to look at here on the daily trend, on the daily move here, what happened was from the high to the low to the bounce, it was right at the 0.5 range. As you see right here, this green line, that's the 0.5 of the Fibonacci of the bounce. So I was expecting there to be a stall. And that's exactly what happened. It pulled back very quickly. Let's look at the 5-minute chart here. So it pulled back very quickly. So I sold off quite early for a little over 3% move around 43.21. So right about here, that's when I sold off. And I only held that position, that short position, for maybe like 2 minutes, because it went down. I sold it, and the one thing that I could look back on to improve on this play is that, you know what, you could hold it. 15 minutes is out of the upper Bollinger Bands on the third deviation, so there was really no reason to sell. I could have easily just set a stop at break even and let the play run, and I would have gotten a much bigger percentage gain. I could have gone over 9% gain if I held that short. But as you see here, it did recover from here. It set up a base of support, and it went to a new high of day. So no regrets there. So the first play on NKLA, I made about $150 on that 3% move. And now looking at the next play here, we're looking at TQQQ, which is a 3 times ETF for the tech sector. So what I saw here was a big dump on the tech sector. So as you see here, it took one leg down, it had a bear flag, and it took the second leg down. So I was waiting for this second leg down before I made an entry. And what I was also looking for was a 15-minute oversold situation, 1 hour oversold situation, and also the 15 minutes right here was extending outside of the third deviation on the lower Bollinger Band this time. So that's when I made my entry. I made my entry here at 120.94 when I saw this volume climax area here. If you look in the 15 minutes, it's very clear. There's a big volume climax period. If you look at 30, it's right here where there's just big volume coming in. And I bought at 120.94. And if you look here at the Fibonacci scale, what my target exit was at the 0.382, which is $123. So that would give me a, just over 1.5% of gains. So I bought in, I set my stop at the low of day, and I let the play ride out. I took my exit at right here, 123. according to my plan, because I saw that that was where the 8 EMA for the 15-minute was, and also, as I said previously, is 0.382 Fibonacci. However, once again, the same mistake I made here. I just didn't let the play run. It did run to 126. It went up past the golden pocket to the 0.782 before consolidation. So I missed out on some gains there as well. But once again, another winner. That was just over $100 winner for that. And the last play I made here was on Apple. And this is the 1 hour chart for Apple. And I made this option entry for August the 21st for $460 strike. And I made it on August 5th here in this circle of the day, right? And the next day it ran up very well. And the reason why I entered on this position was on this move here. So you see the bull flag. So you see the bull flag move up. And you see the bull flag moving here, and I was looking for the next move up to around 480 to even 500. So I was already in the green with this trade. My issue here, I took a winner on this bounce today around this range here because I was looking at it, seeing that it broke 441. The Fibonacci for the day, I was looking at it to hit approximately the 0.5 and for it to consolidate further. So once again, that didn't happen. It continued to climb back up throughout the rest of the day. I did miss out on profits, and I did miss out on the possibility of continuation. There was a decent gain there of just under $300. So that altogether made my trading day over $500. What I learned from all these three trades is that they were all subject to loss aversion and human emotion. What loss aversion is that we were trying to avoid a loss compared to trying to acquire a gain. So it's better to not lose $5 than to gain $5. So for me, I didn't want to just have a break-even move if the trade went against me. I wanted to gain something for the day, even if it's very little. But because I gave up early and took those temporary gains, the play went on without me, and thus I was missing out on the bigger gains. And thus I was having emotions of fear of losing when I was holding on to the trade. And after selling, I have regret because I didn't hold on to it and the play went on without me. Because you see on all three trades, I entered here, but I sold here. But instead, what I should have done was just set my stop at the high of day and moved it down along the way, and I would have hit a better trade, because worst case scenario was on NKLA, I would have stopped out right here at 42.50, which was still better than my trade. For TQQQ, if I set my stop and I move my stop up to a lower high around this range here, and just let the play out for the rest of the day, I could have taken a much higher profit at 126, if not even on the higher low of 124. On Apple, I let the play go, and it hit 50.5 on the fib. I could have just continued to let it run and not really look at it because this was a long-term play. However, I decided to sell too soon because I was too busy staring at the chart and having fear that I would lose on the trade. So just because I had a great trading day doesn't mean that I can't do a better job. Just because I wasn't losing and I was making small gains doesn't mean that I couldn't have doubled my profits today, because I could have easily done that if I just held on and was a little bit more patient with my plays. So with that said, let me know how your day was today or how your trading week has been so far. Leave a comment below. Let me know. If you enjoy this video, hit me a like, subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you guys next time.